Hey guys, I'm Mr. Yuck. First of all, welcome to Alliance Battles Part 7. But more importantly, I'd like to talk about the fact that I fucked up and I didn't include this guy in Part 6 where I should have. I jumped to the next guy on accident. So we're gonna go back. We're gonna go back and watch this guy. Little combination of Bruce Lee, Chuck Norris. Yo, man. We got Bruce Norris. So, as always, if you keep track of the counter, good for you, man. Good for you. Server maintenance is down right now. So I decided to come out with another video. Fucking figure why not. Hopefully all you guys are having fun out there. Actually, today is St. Patrick's Day. I've been getting pretty lucky on these clover drops. Yesterday, three different people I attacked, dropped double clover leaves. And one guy when I was farming vets, this one guy, man, in like, I just got a triple reds and double red skulls taken away. So now I can only fight one red skulls. So as far as like trying to get those next 200 dog tags, for me it's just best to just fight like double white. So I ended up getting like 3 clovers off of one double white yesterday. It's just badass. So on this one, first initial headquarters squad. And it's time to queue up, baby. We like being aggressive, man. Like being aggressive. Don't like waiting for all of his tents to spawn. And even if they all had to spawn, we don't like waiting for that 4th tent to already be queued up. You know, waiting for dudes to die to spawn out more troops. We're going in. Guys are frozen a little bit there, and you know that can be extremely irritating. Like after you focus fire and your guys are standing still. Like luckily right there was no like immediate damage to me, or no, sorry, immediate danger. Like. I mean, but if I would have been like focus firing like through a bunch of walls, and this is like 3 sandbags and a sniper still like shooting at you, yo, that could wreck your day right there. So everything's looking good. No different than any other, right? Any other time. So pretty simple. To be honest. The most danger I was in was my own guys freezing from a focus fire. So unfortunately, I'll have to give you like a 1 out of 10. I don't know, just it's not very strong, bro. Not very strong. And a cool thing is getting the key and the unit chest. I was actually able to open up this unit chest right here. Which is pretty cool, you know. Maybe add that into the video. Hey, it's not scavenger, man. It's not scavenger or legendary.
Dude, at least it's not scavenger. Let's go. I'll take iron lungs, baby. Let's go.
Wow, in my original reaction, I pretty much said the same thing. At least it's not scavenger. Have you seen my hero perk video, or like my unit crate opening video? And you know, like that's pretty funny. You know, I open up, it's like they're not like all in a row, you know, but like, dude, I got like 6 scavenger or something. So then I get paired up against MrYuckForever. And MrYuckForever is pretty good, man. Before I was in the Immortals, if you didn't know, I helped found Non-Stop Sickness. So I actually helped recruit this guy. So I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, here we go. I'm like, yo, this guy's pretty smart. And he makes good base designs. He's also really good at attacking. This is... I think of this guy as a top tier player. So I haven't attacked him in a while. Don't know exactly what to expect. It looks very similar to design that when I attacked him the last time. However, he has a wall that is up behind that first sandbag, the northern sandbag. And that wall used to not be there. And your troops would they'd split up, and one would go to his main layer, his first layer. And then half of your troops, when they were there at the second layer, they would go up and start trying to take out the anti-air and all that stuff. And it's not necessarily an extreme barrel trap, because there's only one fire barrel there. I found if you would have put more, it would have been super deadly. But that's not even good. The fact is just the fact that your troops get lit on fire. And they're up there trying to get rid of useless buildings that are in no danger of killing you or doing anything. Your riot shielders will be up there while your main squad's trying to head to his base. Oh man. In a past time when I attacked him, I got absolutely wrecked. I'm not gonna lie. I got absolutely destroyed. I was like, wow. I mean, all my riot shielders are up there while all my other troops are just walking forward. I just get completely pooped on. So, we're going pretty aggressive. We're not going to be waiting for a bunch of specials here. We queued up after our first HQ squad. I think, wasn't it? I don't know. I've been talking so much. I don't even know. I think it was first HQ squad. I'm paying attention, but... So unfortunately, my first decoy was pretty early. I wanted to, and right here, I'm just taking hits, and then of course he's got tear gas, right? My veterans are doing fine. So pretty much all my grunts are gone. I'm now 20. I'm not too worried about that. So grunts are gone, so what? But on that first decoy, my commandos and my main bulk of my damaging units were probably a second out of battle, and I probably should have waited and let my riot shields take an extra hit right there, and then get healed up from my medics. So it's a decent spot on my first decoy. Second decoy was good. Folks firing the back snipers. Solid. And I don't want to get an HQ KO, so I decided to just go on his anti-air instead of targeting this bottom sandbag of snipers. Because that probably would have gave me an HQ KO. That probably just would have went straight to his headquarters and killed his headquarters. But in hindsight, it's still a good plan. I mean, get rid of his anti-air. Now I can use all my missiles, all my aerial. His headquarters extremely hurt, you know. Still a good base design. Still pretty solid. The only thing I would say is, like, my troops did not split and go up at the top. And if they still would have done that, then that would have been, like, absolutely devastating. Because that would have been, it's just, the diversion, or the splitting of your troops at that section of a base, dude, between, like, a second layer and approaching, like, a first layer of a base. If you can pull off stuff like that, that's what makes an amazing base. Like, an absolutely amazing base. But he didn't have that this time. So, it's still solid. Although I kind of was getting wrecked. I was being cautious of my focus fire. I'll give it like a 6. 6.5. So, hang fire. Whoosh. Look at that. I have him hanging fire over here now. Hang fire. Yo, this is another good guy. I think is he still in the top 10? I think he still might be in the top 10. So then I started getting like better battles. I'm like, all right, here we go, man. Finally getting some more worthy opponents, you know, not like super easy dudes or nothing. It's like the ones, and it's like I'm seriously trying not to make fun of people. Like, I just want to give the people that's watching like an accurate representation of how I thought, like, how difficult the base was. So if you want to run this setup, you know, and you have these type of perks, and you know you want to run these type of veterans or whatever, and you see these bases, you know, maybe you're running some setup that's working for you, you know, like, oh yeah, mine's working great, you know. You know, maybe your setup's not working great. Maybe you're like, damn, dude, you know, like, I don't know what I'm doing. Like, nothing's, like, going good for me. You're like, maybe I should try this setup out. So, then I give you, you know, the setup that you can use, how difficult the opponents are. From my perspective, maybe that could help some people out. So, right here, this guy's commando. This guy's first HQ squad is going ham as shit. Dude, for some reason, you know, my truck's at 50% already. I'm like, I can't even fathom. That's never happened before. So I can see this little bugger down here in the bottom. Gonna try to get me as I go through the crack. Like, I see these flamethrowers up here. I'm like, okay. Double firebomb on this tank trap, right? And it's like, yo, maybe it won't kill the flamethrowers, but I'm like, at least it's gonna get rid of the tank trap, right? Does not kill the flamethrowers, and does not get rid of the tank trap. So this attack just went from bad to worse really quick. I'm like, we gotta use a decoy there. We gotta get rid of those guys. So get rid of those dudes. Now the bombardiers can see that tank trap. If the bombardiers were not able to see that tank trap, the flamethrowers probably still kill themselves or something stupid, you know. I don't know. But I think that would have made it much more difficult, in my opinion. So here comes another volley. Still gonna let my guys soak up that damage. Triple veterans they're gonna stick alive. Plus, I still got some medics in there, so they're gonna heal those guys all the way back up. Now it's time to drop some decoys. Now, in hindsight, I maybe could have let my guys like get hit a little bit more before I did my first decoy, but I ended up picking up another decoy anyways. So that was pretty clutch.
Let's go.
You can hear like my actual like real live reaction right there. Like I was pretty stoked. Now you might already be saying, well man, depending on like which base difficulty you give this guy, it's like, man, you said you even got lucky and got a decoy. Now that is true. I did get another decoy right when I needed one. But you gotta play with the specials that are given to you. And don't forget that I actually had used three aerials just to try to get rid of those flamethrowers, because I had to burn one. Didn't use 2 firebombs. What if I gave me a missile? That guy's gone. And then I could have saved the other decoy I had. Could have saved that other decoy I had. So just keep that in mind. And I mean, I'm gonna have to give your base difficulty. I'm gonna have to give it a 1. Just kidding. I'm just fucking with you. No, man, that was pretty solid. Pretty solid, like I said, if you had like walls or something, it might help. On other people's bases, like a lot of times, like flamethrowers can like kill themselves if you decoy properly, especially if there's like 2 on a tank trap. Or they'll get rid of the tank trap, then they'll start walking forward. That's probably like a maybe like a 6 or a 7 as well. It's put together pretty solid. I'd probably give it like a 6 though, to be honest. If I wouldn't have goofed up on the flamethrowers, I don't know, this would have made it easier. But given with what I got on that one, I give it a 6. Pretty solid. I didn't get pooped on too much. And like, that's one reason why I also like don't really like bombardiers as much on defense. Like if I was defending. And it seems like they have massive damage. It seems like they're gonna absolutely poop on people. But for like my setup, I mean, my commandos, they just keep getting hit and they don't die. Like Rocketeers, if those would have been Rocketeers, that could have been a lot different. I mean, they're close enough to the initial choke point that I think like all Rocketeers would probably still see you. Like in his segmented walls. I mean, in Rocketeers, it's like more direct, like AoE damage. Like you get hit by like 5 veteran Rocketeers, triple veterans, just you're gonna get shitted on. You start getting hit by a bunch of like triple veteran commandos with this setup, and you're just kind of like, all right, well, I'll decoy here in just a second. So a lot of people have like this style of base, but have like an opening up at the top. I'm sure plenty of you have seen this style of base. It has a walk around. So I kind of want to get rid of these toxic barrels. These dudes are going to be able to shoot through those cracks, you know what I mean? A lot of times, commandos will be able to see those guys through the cracks in the walls, and the random spray damage will like destroy the walls, which is like amazing. It happens like a large majority of the time when I attack bases like this. Not on those two top walls, but the wall to the left. Like, they'll have, like, a dude that can already see right there, you know, if their troops can see through to your troops. And, like, my commandos will stop right there and then, like, start shooting that wall, and then they'll just break through. So it's kind of like, you know, like in my advanced machine gunner and commando review, I talk about, like, how they accidentally, like, break all sorts of stuff. Barrels, tank traps, sandbags, walls, all that good stuff. So, can't let my dude stuck here in this walk around. So I'm gonna keep trying to summon a bunch of dudes, then use a focus fire. One of my commandos is still walking forward. And a lot of times, like in the past, people have talked about how, you know, they don't really like walk around bases. You know, oh, it's so irritating. Well, you always bring one focus fire, always, guaranteed. And so, like, I actually prefer to kind of go against the base that has a walk around. Because it allows you to just summon more troops, then focus fire, and then rally back. It's just really nice. Oh, there we go. I wasn't sure if my troops did that or not. But there's the accidental breaking of the wall. Happens all the time. I always gotta remember, if you have decoys and tear gas, especially like in an alliance battle, you should always decoy first. Just in case the guy has iron lungs and then you tear gas and then you're like 1 second too late and you get absolutely pooped on. Which, they don't have iron lung. So at this point, like, I wasn't summoning more dudes, and I was actually kind of getting pooped on by all the sharpshooters. I kind of didn't realize until it was too late. The good thing I got going is I want to re-queue up again right away on this guy. I saw that I had a rally flag coming. And so it's like, oh, I mean, I don't want like more dudes to be spawning out of his tents. And maybe he has max tent spawn right now with his sharpshooters. I'm not sure. It looks like it. But grunt spam is gonna do nothing. I mean, I got a rally flag. That's good. I managed to position that pretty well for this bombing run. Then throw a firebomb right on top of it, which is going to stun his guys just for a second. So I actually had to summon another wave, which typically I don't have to. So, I don't know, the base kind of caught me off guard or something. I'm not really sure. I'll probably have to give the base like a 7.5. If his Rocketeers had Iron Lung, definitely an 8, maybe even higher. That would have really hurt. Did poop on all my veterans. The sharpshooters in the back, I kind of wasn't ready for it. It made me queue up a whole another wave of dudes. So, very well put together, actually, to be honest. It was a really good base. If you guys enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. And, until next time, I'll catch you guys later. Thanks for watching.